Welcome to the show, and thanks for joining in. If you're a new subscriber, don't forget to press the like button and or subscribe.
Join my Patreon page. Become a member at SymCast Podcast /Patreon.com. Got some wonderful perks for you guys, some top tier rewards for you guys to choose from. Go ahead and check it out. So come on and join the community. Also, follow me on my socials: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow me there. I post a lot of updates, a lot of behind the scenes photos, so make sure you stay locked in. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at SymCast Podcast and Media. Go ahead and hit the notification bell so you guys won't miss out when I go live or when I post my videos. So just make sure you tune in and stay locked in.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. And like always, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank everybody that was already subscribed to my channel. I have more content and more videos and clips for you guys, so don't worry. I'm your host, Chef Tony. Today's video, I will be talking about my refresh and review on Stargirl season finale, or a series finale rather. Unfortunately, her show, it had just ended last week. The CW decided not to go ahead, and they just let the show go. So hopefully we'll get to see it on another platform. If not, they did have a good run. They had at least had 3 seasons. They was able to wrap everything up story wise. Unlike Batwoman or either Legends of Tomorrow, they never got a chance to even finish their stories out. They just left on a big cliffhanger. Left us fans just in the dark. Like, we invested all our time to watch it, and then when it gets down to the end, they just dropped it. And great shows. But with all the politics behind everything, with all these mergers and buyouts and buying all of these companies, and with the DC breaking up and kind of like cleaning house, the CW been canceling shows, been getting rid of a lot of good content. So only Superman and Lois is left, basically, which is upsetting. And that's a good show. Hopefully, hopefully that show still stick around, you know. But the way everything's going, they might be going out too. But hopefully with this Prime Video, with they extend the universe by putting this content over there, or when they get this Warner Discovery get going, maybe they might bring shows back or continue over there. So if not, they still live on through comics. You still can stream everything still, like on HBO Max or whatever they got it available right now. So yeah. Let's see. Got some notes here. Yeah, like I said, Stargirl show just ended, so hopefully before you watch this video, you got a chance to see it. If not, spoiler alert. So, and I advise you go back and watch each season. It was pretty good. Uh, like the last season, it was almost like a horror theme with the villain Eclipso. the way everything was set up. It was kind of dark, but it was good. Just like with this one, with this season, being like a murder mystery, a who done it kind of show. Trying to figure out who was the killer, who done this, who did this, and with all these big reveals we got in this season, they pretty much did good. Uh, I feel like they gave us what us fans was looking for. If we followed the show and been watching it since season one, they pretty much gave us what we was looking for. Nice little wrap up. They said they had an alternate ending, as if they would have continued on to season four, maybe they might reveal that somewhere. That would be cool. Also, um, the ending they did have, uh, it did justice. It did good. Like I said, it wrapped up the story, highlighted the JSA and all of their accomplishments and what they did and how they, going beyond to the future. Like I said, the big reveal at the end. We get to that. Uh, so, yeah. Like I said, if you didn't get a chance to see it, um, about to give here's a refresher. I'm gonna read the synopsis on this episode, season 3, finale episode 13. Uh, it reads: the JSA squares off against Jordan, Sylvester, and the Kents, while the young JSA members fight off against Ultra Human Knight. Uh, like as you see when we start the episode, pretty much leave off or starts where it left off at from the last episode. We see everybody kind of gathered up, trying to figure out what happened, where's Sylvester or where's Pat, um, kind of regrouping, trying to figure out things. Um, the last episode, we saw Pat. He was getting buried by Starman, uh, which was crazy. He had that dialogue that he was basically explaining everything, how he's Ultra Humanite and how Dragon King and how they plotted and uh, had it all planned from the beginning. That like if you go back to season 2, you pretty much can see how uh, the little nods and the little things that they did, like when he was in the car and looked at the rearview mirror at his scar. It was pretty much showing that the scar that when he got uh, the brain swap, you know, with the later on reveal later that we figured out that he was actually Ultra Humanite. But like I said, as we left off, Pat gets buried alive. So we see Courtney and the rest of the young JSA members uh, piece together the puzzle. Like I said, to try to figure out what actually happened. We see Rick coming to turn to our as you oh sorry about that. As you know, Sylvester, he basically gave him the idea to pretty much take the inhibitor off or the limit, the limitation to take it off where he just was basically pumped up with being strong all the time, where it pretty much messes up his mind and uh, got him amped up like he was too aggressive and he couldn't stop, he couldn't let it go. So we saw him struggle with that the last season or the last episode. Beth, she tried to help him, so it was good to see in this episode them two come together, talking with her parents, uh, pretty much seeking the help they need. Her coming to terms with letting them know that she made a mistake by uh, pushing them away. Pretty much, the advice that Sylvester gave her was pretty much good. Push them away for their safety, but They good intentions was good all along. That they could actually work all together and actually help. Like we see, they was excited about. We talk about costumes and those kind of things, but that was good. We see them two get the terms. Rick, uh, them two pretty much wrap their story up. That was good. Then we cut to Jakeem and Mike and uh, and Dragon Queen being chased by the Ultra Humanite. We see them getting chased, trying to figure out how they're gonna get away. So uh, Jakeem, he ended up making a wish that saved them and transformed Cindy's father actually into like a stuffed animal or something. That was pretty funny. And then we see Jakeem, he gets the lightning eyes like the thunder, where he probably named him with the pen. So that was good to see that. See their story kind of wrap up and he kind of embracing his powers. Uh, Mike been helping him out with that while they're trying to help Cindy out, trying to help their crush out, figure out what's been up with her and trying to team up with her to trying to wrap their mystery up and try to help the team on the sidelines. Pretty much, we see them stumble into this, which wrapped everything and connected everything together, which was good. So then next we cut back to the rest of the team. They facing off um, with Sylvester, with Icicle, his son, the grandparents, the McKents. We see them trying to convince uh, them that that everything is all good. That yeah, let's work together, and we all we don't know where Pat is. He's died. The Beast, Ultra Human, I got him. So we see that trick. Then we cut. We see Pat rising from the dirt nap that he took, the little grave that Sylvester Starman buried him alive in. We see him break out of that. So that was a good reveal that Pat's made it, which we all knew. You know, they couldn't get rid of him like that, or hopefully they wouldn't have. Uh, so yes. So then, at the same time as the kids are talking to the rest of them, to the ISA, what's left, the villains. Then here's Pat, and well, Stripe. He comes in, uh, swoops in, letting them know, hey, listen, this is me, but he's not who he say he is. The big reveal. That's not Sylvester. That's not Starman. That's the Ultra Humanite. So we figure out, yeah, he did do the brain swap. So we figure out that that wasn't him all the time. So that was a good reveal that we get to see that, like, okay, so what we thought that came to fruition, which was cool. So then here the fight it ensues. So it breaks out between Sylvester and Pat, which leads to them having a final showdown between Sylvester and Pat, Yolanda, Wildcat, Cameron. They all face off. Then here's the fight between Sylvester and Pat, which leads to Stargirl finally showing Starman where the staff actually belongs to. So we see them struggle with that, where he actually takes it from her like she wasn't worthy. But in that scene, we see that who the true power that she was able to neutralize it from him and actually take it and bring it back. So she became soul possessor, that this is her power. She embraced hers. That was good to see that. So then here's the fight between Icicle uh, and Stargirl. Here they fighting, uh, trying to figure out, or still saying that he's doing this for the good, but that he's really not. Can't forget Barbara, saved with the bow and arrow. That sportsmaster's wife, Paula, taught her before her before her death. So that was good. She came in with that. That was a nice save. So which led to Icicle and Cameron facing off together. Then here's Courtney with this power boost. She just swoops in with the staff and like this glowing light, like this cosmic energy that she's absorbed, where she's showing who's uh, Stargirl basically is now. So then, as we see that, uh, the son, Cameron and Icicle, they face off together, which actually leads to his demise, his father's demise. He just like evaporated into the sky or something. Um, don't know what that, but we see that later, what happened. And then we also cut to see the Pat and they battle and how they're fighting and everything. And then Pat hits him with the brick. That last blow just takes him out, and that was it. So we finally put an end to that. So pretty much that kind of like wrapped up that storyline. Like, here we go. We finally stopped them. We finally got the Dragon King, the Ultra Humanite, put an end to them too. So that, like I said, that was pretty much good that they wrapped it up that way. Uh, Everything was pretty much um, our questions have been answered. So then we cut to the scene where um, we see Starman in the hospital. They see that he's in a vegetative state, leaving Pat to decide should they keep him or not. So he figures like, we just keep him alive just in case, you never know. Like I said, this is DC Universe, it's the multiverse. He could show up in another con somewhere or another show, of another iteration of him. So that character could still be there. So that's good. So then after that, hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining me back again. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties. Like for some reason, my screen just was going out, blacking out, and so I just had to end the broadcast. So if you're watching it now, just tune it in. This will be part 2. But I will be uploading the full video so you guys can get a chance to still watch my review and watch the whole thing in its entirety. So look for that soon. Also, just to continue, like I said, always hit the like button. Thanks for help support the channel. I thanks everybody else for subscribing and everybody who's been tuning in, who's been part of this community. I appreciate you guys. You help the channel grow. All right, let's get back to it. I left off with we see Starman, his brain is in a jar. We see it somewhere like somewhere, some room somewhere, like far away somewhere. Like I don't know. That's something else that has to be revealed some down the line. But we see that his brain is actually talking, trying to figure out where's Pat at, and what's going on. Like basically, like he's knowing where he's at. He don't know. Like that's the last memory that keeps repeating itself and talking, and then it ends with that. Then we get Courtney. Actually, she's taking that letter that the gambler had for his daughter before he died. We see her kind of wrapping his story up by, you know, finishing the job by giving her that letter, letting her know that he didn't abandon her, that he didn't forget about her. You know, we all know that Courtney, the way she felt about her father, she didn't want nobody else to feel the same way, so she made it her mission to go back and give that to her, which was cool. That was good on her part as her character. We see that grows, and that was like kind of her mantra throughout this season, trying to help people change and kind of see the good in everybody. So that was good. So then after that, we see, we also get the chance to see Yolanda talking to her mother. They have a heart-to-heart, a little conversation, wrapping their story up, letting her mother that she did lie, but it was for the good of the team, and it was to help her friend, and it actually worked out well. So that was good. She didn't actually tell her that she was Wildcat, but she revealed a little bit to her, so which was good. She got a chance to have that dialogue with her. And then we see Pat and Barbara taking Mike to go see his real mother at the diner. He gets a chance, an opportunity to see her, talk to her, kind of embrace her. He's been looking for her, or maybe been thinking about her all this time. So that was pretty much good to, for him to do that, kind of like wrap that story up with him, with them as a family, let them know that even though that he looking for his mom or missing her and everything, that Barbara still is like his mother now, and that they pretty much are still family, which was good. That was a nice reveal on a part. Nice little moment like that. Then after that, we see this scene with appears to be Icicle. Like years later, we see after all the storyline and everything has been wrapped up together. Now here's the future. We see what appears to be Icicle running or walking somewhere, and here we see Sports Masters and a daughter. She shows up. The big reveal, she shows up and pretty much sets him to fire. He couldn't icicle out. He couldn't freeze himself or unthaw. He couldn't get rid of that fire. Well, some things that her father used to put with the ice, with the hockey pucks, whatever that was, but pretty much ended him. So she got closure for him killing her parents. The last couple episodes that we saw. So pretty much got her closure. So that kind of like pretty much wrapped up everything. And then we also see, which was pretty much good, it's like they sped ahead to the future, and it ends with the Shade, like he's at a museum with everybody, just talking to them and letting them know the story, the journey that Stargirl and her friends and all the other heroes. We get to see Rick. We get to see or hear that Rick and Beth are together, which that's a big reveal. But as you see that how Beth was like there for her friend and they was together most of that time, and they ended on that note. So that was kind of good for them story. Didn't expect that, but that was all right. I like that. And then pretty much he just tells what these heroes are doing now that they pretty much defeated what they adversaries, and that they actually became the heroes that they set out to be, which was cool. That we get to see that everything is all good, that the story moves on. But then we get the big reveal, the Flash, Jay Garrick himself. He speeds in, warning the shade. Hey, I heard that. Yeah, Courtney lets me know that you're part of the JSA now, so we need your help. Now let's go, and we ready. And here's the journey, and then that's the end. Like what? That cliffhangers, the Flash. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean that the story is they still going on? Is another season, or is that pretty much like how they just going? They wrapped it up that way. Just letting us know that even though that Stargirl or the show ended, that these characters, that their story still carries on. That like I said, never ends. Instead of the end, it pretty much let everybody know that these stories, these characters that they established, that we see, uh, they'll still be there. But that was cool to see Jay Garrick from the Flash. We saw him early on in a series, that he was still the Flash from that Earth or from another Earth, but he was still the same, still the same Jay Garrick. So that was pretty much cool. That reveal. So I like that. So that pretty much wrapped up that show. Uh, like I said, it was neat how they put everything together. You know, they had it planned that if the show ended, they would have a proper ending for it. They would let everybody know. They was prepared for it. So this is what we got. Uh, Unfortunately, like I said, sad to see them go, but they had a good run. Yep. So that's it, guys. And thank everybody for tuning in, and thank everybody for watching my live. Uh, I'll be going live again. Be reviewing a lot of other things that's coming up. Uh, like my little teaser, The Flash. They come back in, I believe, in January, or February. So we have some content coming out here. Big reveals. So I'll be posting pictures and videos, keeping you guys updated. So if you guys tuning in, make sure you subscribe. Like I said, help the channel grow, help support. Got some good things coming your way. Got some merch too that I have, like some t-shirts or some hats, or pretty much try to get some little pops, the Funko Pops. Do some giveaways or do something for everybody that's in here in this channel. Like I said, to help everybody, help this, to support this, help everything grow. Like I said, it's the community. Appreciate everybody. So until next time, like I said, keep tuning in, keep watching, and I'll see you next time.